Mm. You're just so handsome, boy. Like you just the most handsome boy. Look at you. Hi. Look at you. He's like, boy, this is private time. Doesn't need to be recorded. Baby, this is our private time. You're so handsome. And you can do anything. That's the toilet. Hi. My boy. My protector. The Black Panther. With the white belly. Got me a tuxedo cat, you know what I'm saying? I got exactly what I wanted. I got exactly what I wanted. So just know that you are exactly what someone wants. How cute he is. You taught me physical touch, baby. You taught me how good it is to want physical touch. Sometimes he's a bit, I'm not gonna lie, baby. Sometimes, you know, I'll be doing my own thing and he's like, cuddle me now, baby. And I'm like, sir, I think we both have to have boundaries. How about that? You got your own boundaries. I got my own too. What's up with this side eye? And he's gone. She's not participating anymore. Time to go into nature. And now he's gone crazy. mention, but I went to the ATM with my friend, and she said, imagine if this ATM eats your card, and it ate my card. But everything happens for a reason, because now 3 days, I thought it was gonna take a while to get a new one, but we got a new one. Obviously I can't show you, but we got a new one, and I've already got Apple Pay for it and stuff. I just need to activate the card itself so that I can still withdraw. And yes, looks a bit different, but not in a bad way. Obviously money is gonna crash soon, so I'm just using it while it's still a currency, because it's a very beneficial currency, as much as we like to bash on it. So this is gonna be a smoke and talk, if that ain't obvious. What do you think this is, man? Come on now, get your J now, or get your tea, or get your food, or shit, get your crochet needles, get your journal, whatever you do to relax, to unwind, do that so that we can vibe together. Because I've said this so many times, friendship is deeper than just like the normal communication that you think. When you spend time with someone, like we're spending time with each other right now. I love YouTube videos, and that's why I always encourage you guys to make them, because I can watch you when I want to, in my waking reality. When the time aligns, I can do it, and it's like, I need that kind of convenience in my life, guys. I thought I left my lighter. It would have been fine even if I left it. You know, I've got to activate the powers and get that fire element going. But right now, my elements, the ones that I work with the most, wind and water. But I haven't really been working with water too well. That's why I came here. But you know, me and water, we locked in for real. But I'm gonna play this album. It's actually an EP. It's called Wilton by Alex Isley. She is a daughter of one of the Isley brothers. So you already know she's good. If you know, you know, but I'm gonna put you on if you don't. It came out in 2019, like, bro, like, the music that I listen to is so... That's why I think I need to be more confident in myself, in a sense of, like, I know good shit. I don't recommend bad shit. Like, it obviously, now good and bad is subjective, but when I do give someone something, like a TV show to watch, or advice on something, or just a song in itself, I've never had a bad review now. Anyways, so let's play this. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. You know what's crazy? I didn't send all my... I haven't been playing The Sims for a while. It's all happening now. Now. Guys, I just look so good. I'm sorry. This is the best that I've ever looked, you know, in this reality. I'm gonna talk about harnessing your sexual energy, and I need to get that other eyebrow piercing, man. Tattoos, piercings, and then I'm gonna like stop for like 6 months. Then I'm gonna go incognito and go to like Brazil for like 6 months. Took so long and get ready somehow. It's all happening now. Shout out to my friend Najee. Hi. He asked me how's my mental health, and that's when I paused and I was like, oh, hold on, yo, I'm actually in a very good place. Now, a lot of us are gonna say it must be nice, but so are you. You just don't see it in a physical sense. That's why we gotta smoke up. That's why we gotta relax. That's why we gotta connect with the tribe to realize that there are more people like us. Like, the reflections of you are out there. So yeah, I haven't really, like, I've been on my phone, but I haven't been on my phone at the same time. There's a lot
This
of...
is He Is Willing. I'm a new artist who
It's an
makes
ad.
positive and faith-based music.
Guys, I love smoking. I am an altar, like, I'm a chimney, but not in like a all day, every day type shit. Like, this is intentional now. I'm so aware, almost too aware sometimes. Like, the walk to the park was great, and I was just on a FaceTime with my two friends, Trayvon and Jar. Yeah. And we don't live close to each other at all. So it's like, keep thinking that your tribe is in your hometown. There's this stage in my life that's coming that's almost too perfect. You know when you start questioning it because it's too good and you're like, really? But it's like, how long will you question it? Just ride the wave, like, just ride. Like, that's why I wanted to talk about sexual energy. So I think I'm gonna let this play for now. Will you think of me? We all need to make music. It's harder than it seems. I don't know the art of letting go. I actually do though. So I do. I know how to let go. I don't know about y'all. I just need to know if I'm alone. Every time I wake up, the universe asks me, what do I want? Like, that's how intense and like not catastrophic, but that's how I know every day matters. Every day matters. So it's like, all I'm saying is, yeah, it's time to get real, man. We don't live in other people's realities. The things that they worry about every day, we don't think about those things. And I feel like in December, I'm gonna become a version of myself I ain't never seen before. Like, and then that's when everything started clicking. Like, every day that happens matters. I don't care about your past relationship, how it ended, how you felt. Like, it had to happen. It had to happen because it happened, and here you are. And you have to, every day when you receive that question now from me, what do you want? You're kind of like, oh, like, what do I want? Like, you ain't even thought about it. So sometimes the question will come to you, like, right now you might not even know what you want, but we have to start being specific. Kids know what they want. That's why sometimes people say that their favorite, I said this before, people say that their favorite word is no. It's just because kids know they can do anything. Actually, they're not saying no because they're saying no because they know. You have what I'm asking for, but if you start putting a limitation in the kid's brain, like, I can't fuck with that. I will homeschool my children, or like the chosen ones we gonna build our own school. To be honest, it's not even gonna be a school type shit. Like, we're gonna do life with our children, like. But I've got to work with the kids that are already in this world before I try and like rush to bring in my own. Especially because I'm talking to people with intentions that know that they want to have children. So it's like, we alright. Hey. I can't wait to have kids, but that's why I want to wait, because there's enough kids in this world, yo. I ain't gonna lie. There's so many me's giving birth right now. There's so many. Every second there's a woman giving birth. Every second there's somebody having sex. Like, so when I do it, and when I'm asked what I want, and I say I want somebody to talk me through it, and I didn't know how to say, right? Like, I know how to intentionally birth something else, so you don't have to birth a child every time you're intimate. I just haven't found someone. Well, now I have, but I just meant, like, I found y'all, but I meant now when I'm like, you'll just be able to tell anyways. Sexual energy is one of the most powerful energies after authenticity. You could even say that they're on the same level, but just because authenticity is so real and it gives no fucks, and that's like the vibration that we're on, that's why we aligned halfway across the world. And my people in London and the UK, like, there's so many people that watch me, and you would think that that's millions of people, but that is millions of people to me. Your eyes is more than like a million people watching me, and I don't speak to them. I can't be everywhere, so that's why I've got eyes and ears everywhere. Like, I'm your eyes and ears in London, you're my eyes and ears in America, in Brazil, in Amsterdam. Like, and those are just off the top of my head. I know people in Nigeria, there's so many, Portugal. Like, you guys are truly amazing. I wish you guys could see the way I would see, because this guy messaged me yesterday and he told me, like, if only you could see yourself. He was like, if I could give you one thing, I would want you to see yourself the way I see you. And I was like, whoa. I ain't never heard that before. That's why I relay everything that I hear. It's kind of like in the Bible when they say that the Holy Spirit only says what he hears, like between Jesus and the Father. It's like I'm always guided by spirits that I can't see, and I have to be okay with that. It's not every day go beyond the veil. I'm here for a reason. And I've just been surrounded by people, especially in religion, that are obsessed with this Caucasian Jesus, and like, that's just not the one that I know. That's why I talk about him so freely now, because I actually have a good relationship with a man. I'm sorry, I have good relationships with men, and like, the reason why I went no contact was because I was at a state of consciousness where it was like, these male relationships aren't serving me. These relationships are low vibrational, which is a reflection of me. Like, after I did shrooms, I just changed, like, but it was also everything that was leading up to the shrooms. I was journaling every day up until I did shrooms. Like, I didn't know when the day was gonna come, but I knew I was gonna do shrooms, and then it just came on my lap. Like, that's why I was afraid to talk about drugs and all of these things, but you can't find these things without the earth's permission anyway. So I could talk about shrooms all day long, but I've realized that I don't need to worry. Like, if shrooms are calling you, they're calling you, and they're gonna find you. But I remember just talking about shrooms with people, and like, they weren't interested, and I thought that there was a problem. It was like, no, I've planted the seed. They took me in. They've seen my change. They're like, damn, like. But that's because that's the plant that aligned with me. So I've got to share that, whether that plant is aligned with you or not, because there's so many plants. We're all plants. You've just got to find the one for you. Like me and the Mary J. Me and the Mary J. I know. Me and the Mary J locked in. Painting every color for you, just to show you I still care. Clear the canvas, 'cause that's all you. Let me show you that I still care. Tangerine. I'll be honest, guys, I haven't had that many haven't had sex that many times in this waking reality, because I've had the time to like harness. That's why I'm like this, because all that time that I should have been doing the things that other people were doing, I was able to kind of like think about my thoughts are kind of in like filing cabinets.
I know now that I can't make good.
Hey, this is Justin Blunt.
Let me give you the moral of the story right now. Harness your energy. It feels like my birthday today. My birthday was... It's November now. It's the 1st of November when I did this video. But time isn't real. Do you get it? Like, when you watch this, whatever time you're in, it's the same time I recorded this. We're all in today. We just kind of kept tracking away. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand what these shadow me's were doing. And the less that I suppress my sexuality and I embrace these experiences and I talk about it, it's like when I do have them, this isn't a gossip session, do you get it? This is real life. It's even rude to call it a yap. This is just poetry. This is just me. This is how I think in my head. I've just written enough to finally talk in a way that makes sense. Divinity isn't loads of money, like divinity is authenticity. And true sexual energy, actually having sexual experiences and enjoying them. And not, you know, not having the unexpected pregnancy scares and things like that, because I'm not being funny. Like, y'all know sex makes a child. Like, that is baby making activities, spiritual practices with a man or a woman. So I don't care what your sexuality is, you need to harness that energy and harness it good. You need to love yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I did that on shrooms one time. I was like, oh, is that what I look like? That's what the people been seeing? Damn. And it doesn't matter how many people think that you're attractive if you do not fall in love with yourself. A lot of people think that I am actually quite fluid and sexual, like, so it's like, okay, like, I think I am, but I had to unpack that trauma, that suppressed trauma that would come out when you're about to have a sexual experience. And then you're like, yeah, I can't keep doing that. I can't keep letting past experiences define me, because I didn't want to have good sex, y'all. I'm sorry, but like, I just don't want to be foolish, and I don't want to be stupid, and I want to be intentional, and that's okay. That's okay. It's not as crazy as it sounds. Once upon a time, I know there was love. And like, I know I can sing, but I didn't sing. There was a time where I went non-verbal for like 4 years. Like, that's why I like being silent. And I think why I'm so good at talking, because I actually listen to people talk, even if it was bullshit. It's like all of that didn't go to waste. Now, obviously, you know, I'm at a vibration where I can't always listen to bullshit. Gotta cleanse my space and stuff. I haven't done my life coaching shit in a bit, but I feel like this is also part of that. It's just, I feel like December, but not even December, like, my friend helped me create a routine, and like, I don't know. All I'm saying is, when you start loving yourself, you attract people that love themselves. You are just like, I love relationships, if I'm being honest. I think it needs to be an ongoing experience. When you realize that two people aren't compatible anymore, you embrace it and you move on. But it's that stick when people try to be together forever, and I caught myself in that. I don't want to do that again. So it's like explore my shadow and embrace that shadow. That I'm surrounded by people that are in failing relationships, and if I notice that in my own, it's because I'm in a failing relationship with myself. So it's less even about my next relationship and what it's going to be like. It's like, am I good to myself now? Then I'll know if I'm good to myself then. So yeah, created a routine. I'm gonna be in a whole other country soon, y'all. But I'm gonna let it unfold in time. Because life is a journey, man. I don't know what I'm doing, but I love it. And I'm sorry, like, you can't have sex with everyone. I don't know about y'all, but I can. I'm too, like, I have too much energy for that. Like, I'm a life giver. Like, my womb is fertile. This is a garden up in here. Like, this is a reflection of me right here. I'll go wait for somebody that sees that, you know, like. Especially when you've been with people that were cheating, or you've done the cheating. It happened, y'all. It literally happened. And the longer that you try to like hide it, or, you know, it just doesn't help. It doesn't really help even your next relationship, because then you won't really fully embrace this next relationship. It's almost like you'll try to control it before you get into it. So just flow. And before you put all your eggs in one basket, make sure you got a lot of eggs for yourself. Like, I can't wait to have children though. I think we should let it rain tonight. No, I love it when we slip and slide. Oh, that's the other thing I was gonna say. Yeah, I can sing really good because that's me. That's how I harness my sexual energy. But when I'm actually like sexually intimate, when I'm actually physically intimate, because I need an emotional connection as well. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to know where your headspace at. I need to know, did you heal from those sexual traumas? Obviously, you're not gonna heal from all of them, but I'm saying, embrace them when they come out. I see, hope you don't sleep on me. I've got good and plenty. Oh my god, that was my point. I want to make sex music, but like not like this type of like baby making. Like, you could harness this energy. You don't have to have sex to this. I haven't yet, but I just mean I would make that music. Like, I would make you realize, oh, sex is a good thing. Like, I need to wait for somebody that sees me as a good thing. Like, wait for somebody that's gonna explore your body, like all parts. Bro, life coaching has been interesting because I've been doing it my whole life. The things that people have told me, the tapes that I've seen, my girl, like when we were, and this was when we were like 16, so I hadn't even had sex yet. So I'm looking at this girl like she is getting it. I said, now my first time when I was 17 wasn't like that. But it had to happen, because now I know what I want. I need gentle, man. I'll know what I need. It's about not running from what I need. I gotta take it. Like, you kind of actually need to have sex to even like make a song like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I got good and plenty. What kind of videos am I gonna be making? That is my point. That's why you have to harness it, so that when it's released, it's like, this is what I'm doing without all that. And it's not without it. Like, my solar plexus is very balanced, but, and the sacral chakra and the root, like the lower three. Yeah, I was saying my bottom 3 chakras are very balanced right now, which is great. But it's time to stop running when we all came from sex. So I'm gonna experience good sex for myself, because that's what I'm manifesting. Not like just like, no bro, like I need to know who you are type shit. Like, and not on this awkward thing. I feel like I'm still kind of on edge talking about it, because I grew up in the church and like it was so taboo, like just don't have sex, like they don't really give you nothing. And the more, you know, you're told as a kid not to do something, you're gonna want to do it. But then there's sex, and then you experience that like baby making type shit, like, and I'm like, okay, I need to harness this energy, because I know that this can birth a child, which is why I'm saying Jesus told me this when I was meditating. Listen, when you shut up, you learn some shit. And it's like, I'm like, oh, like even how before women could procreate without a male counterpart. My friend actually told me that, and I was like, I feel like that was what being in a loving woman relationship was more about for me, like loving myself. But it's different for everyone. I think now, I'm afraid to say I want to be with a man, but that's actually what I want. Like, yeah, that's actually what I want, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm gonna get it, but it's like I said, being asked what I want is crazy when you've lived with people with limiting beliefs. And then the universe, like that. Do you know how insane that is to even say? The universe is asking me what I want, like, and the universe knows what I want, but it's like, you need to start saying it. You need to start speaking it. Listen. Just never see that. Never would have guessed that you show up for me this way. Never imagined such a thing. Never imagined such a thing. So beautiful, wonderful. Wait until I start producing, or I just find producer friends. I think everybody can do anything. And so many of you guys play instruments. I play the flute, but it's like, I stopped. And then I bought one on Facebook Marketplace. I've been playing it here and there, but we need to get back into our creative shit, seriously. Like, what's better than this? Heaven never missed. Legend, show me this, show me you in this life. I don't know, I kind of just want to show that it's okay to be in relationships. Like, even that scared me when I kind of realized, like, oh, I want to be in a relationship. Like, am I allowed that? If it's something that I want now, yeah. It always happens when you're not looking for it, which is why it was even more interesting, because that's when it dawned on me, like, oh, relationships are so much fun. I'm sorry, like, now, were they always fun? It doesn't mean that they're always fun 100% of the time. Just like life, it's not fun 100% of the time, but I make it fun. It's my playground. And you need to realize that it's your playground too. It's our playground, and we get to do what we want. That's how the world got this way anyway. All these other guys doing what they want. Now it's time to sit back and let the reset happen. Sit back and watch everything crash. And I'm just gonna be like, but by that point, we have to have evolved to like communicating beyond technology. Now we gotta meet in the astral realms, because electricity don't rely on that. Yeah. That's why I said you can delay the social media thing, but social media will crash. And you better know your tribe by then. I keep saying that. I'm gonna keep saying that. The generation that left Egypt is not the generation that will make it to the promised land. It's not the same. It's a different people. Maybe I'll break down my interpretation of Exodus in my own time. But it's almost like once I left the Bible alone, that's when I opened it in my own time. Once I left all religion alone, that's when I was like, I want to read the Quran. And I read Matthew on shrooms. And I've got Psalms, loads of Psalms on my wall. Psalm 63, Psalms 103, 89, 55. They're songs. Life is a song. You make me feel like I can love again. I hope I make you feel like that. Bro. I make myself feel like, I'm like, love. Life is so worth living. Life is so worth living. And everything, there's a time for everything. I love Ecclesiastes. Bro, y'all know about Ecclesiastes though? Like, do you know though? Like, do you know though? You know though? Like, I think it's 3. Alright, listen to this, guys. For everything that happens in life, there is a season, a right time for everything under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to collect the harvest. A time to kill, a time to heal, a time to tear down, a time to build up, a time to cry, a time to laugh. Hey. A time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to scatter stones, a time to pile them up, a time for a warm embrace. Like, I could sing this. A time for keeping your distance, a time to search, a time to give up as lost, a time to keep, a time to throw out. Bro, wait on me now. A time to tear apart, a time to bind together. This guy is loving it. A time to be quiet, a time to speak up, a time to love, a time to hate, a time to go to war, a time to make peace. What good comes to anyone who works so hard, all but to gain a few possessions? I've seen the kind of task God has given each of us to do to keep one busy, and I know God has made everything beautiful for its time. God has also placed in our minds a sense of eternity. We look back on the past and ponder over the future, yet we cannot understand the doings of God. I know there is nothing better for us than to be joyful and to do good throughout our lives. To eat and drink and see the good in all of our hard work is a gift from God. Stay in the present moment. Do you understand? I know everything God does endures for all time. Nothing can be added to it, nothing can be taken away from it. We humans can only stand in awe of all God has done. What has been and what is to be already is, and God holds accountable all the pursuits of humanity. So I completely understand why people think that's an external God. But for me, I wrote this, so I'm just listening to myself. The contrast between God and humanity could not be starker. The teacher drives this point home by reminding his reader that human lives and earthly accomplishments are fleeting. Nothing tangible is permanent. No work lasts. Literally what I was saying about everything crashing. It all slips away and vanishes into thin air. Compare that to God. Everything God does is substantial. Everything divine accomplishes lasts forever. Every word God speaks makes a difference, and so God placed within every person a sense of eternity to know, yet not understand Him. This world and all its goodness and beauty is not as good as it gets. There is more, so much more, and we are made for that reality too. But not now, not yet. Clearly, both Genesis and Ecclesiastes stress how much humanity shares in common with the animals. While we may be different, as explained in the Genesis story, we are all creatures made of the same stuff, breathing the same air, and perhaps most to the point we share a common destiny, death. Again, I looked at everything that goes on under the sun and realized that in place of justice, wickedness prevails. Not for long. Then you've got to go to Revelations if you really want to. But the Bible is a map. All of this isn't even in order. In place of righteousness, wrongdoing succeeds. I said to myself, God will judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a right time for every pursuit and for every action. I thought about how people act. God often puts them to the test to show them how much they are like the animals. The fate of humans and the fate of animals is the same. As one dies, so does the other, for we have the same breath within us. In the end, we have no advantage over the animals, for as I have said, it's all fleeting. Human and animals alike go to one place. All are formed from dust and all return to the dust one more. Who really knows whether the spirits of human beings go up and the spirits of animals go down into the earth? So I realized there is nothing better for us than to find joy in the work we do, for work is its own reward. For who will bring us back to see what will happen after we are gone? That's a slap in the face, bro. Like, now, you know that there are things that happen after death, but I'm saying that that's just so real for him to say. Like, this is just so real for someone to say that, like, there's no difference between us and animals. Now, obviously, we know that, like, it's not even about even an animalistic thing. You need a revelation. Like, we are shapeshifters. We are shapeshifters. Like, that is why I wanted to stop eating animals. That's it. I just want to be friends with them. So I thought, maybe let me not eat them. That's as simple as it gets. Like, and I realized that the more that I stopped eating animals, my head was more clear. Like, I feel lighter. I hate feeling full. I've hated it for a long time. And it's like, I shouldn't be in a relationship with someone if I tell them that I want to have a plant-based diet. If you really, bro, I can pull up evidence. From July, I've been wanting to do this no meat thing. And then it's like, the minute you set the intention, then everybody, it's like everybody spiritually knows that you want to change. And they're like, oh, really? Do you though? Do you really? How bad do you want it? I'm like, I want it bad. Yeah, that was Ecclesiastes 3, but you know, like I said, the revelations that I have about things, I love reading. Like, that's why you just have to let me cook with a book. Let me cook with a book for a little bit, and I don't like to force it and try and get it all in one day. Like, I let the book talk to me. Like, when a situation happens, then I just know I need to read. I'm like, that makes sense. That just explained exactly what happened. So before I try and go read all of the Bible, let me fuck with the Psalms on my wall. Let me tell you guys what Ecclesiastes has done for me. Like, nobody's beating you up if you eat animals. Like, that's literally what we were. You weren't, like, it's all programming. Like, you can't really beat yourself up for programming. It's just, what decisions do you want to make today? And if all you have in your fridge is meat, I understand. But that's me though. That's why I just was like, I ain't eating nothing. I'm fasting, y'all. And not in a bad way. I haven't even talked about fasting. I haven't talked about the first time I did 6 grams. I fasted for a week. Like, that's not a long time, but for me, That was the longest that I had gone, and then after that, it didn't feel so impossible. Like when I'm on mushrooms, my appetite is either gone or I crave fruit. Like after a couple hours though, not in like the first 4 hours of the trip. Afterwards, that's when the crave for fruit came, and I was like, damn, I don't even have no fruit in this house. Like I had a few things, but, and then that's when, but the universe didn't beat me up either. That's why I openly talk about it. They were like, yeah, because you've always just eaten meat, like nyama choma and chicken and all these things. Nyama choma is goat meat, and it's like, I was like, oh yeah, that's true. They're like, are you ready to try something else? Because my mom used to make fruit bowls for me. It was like sporadic times when I was in school, between like let's say 12 and 15. There would be sometimes like for a week straight I'd have fruit bowls at lunch. Great. And like now that I'm thinking about it, I had a way better day when I ate the fruit bowl at school than if I had like school food. So there's that, and that would be like pasta with like this, chicken sauce, and then you'd put cheese on top, and then you'd be even fat and you get 2 cheeses. Then you get a fizzy drink, then you'd get crackers with butter, then you'd get maybe like a brownie. Oh my god, all of that. And the lunchtime is like 40 minutes. All of that, and then you've got PE, sports. Literally that time. So now you're putting on like your sports clothes, you're putting on those clothes. Now you have to go on a run. Oh my god. Then after 40 minutes after that, you've got another lesson, you got maths, and you have a test, and you had homework. What even was school? Like after a point, you could call it rebellious, but it's not even rebellious. Like after a point, it's like, don't be stupid now. Now you're just fucking with my head. Like I don't need all these classes. I don't need to do all of these things, and I won't. Bro, 17. That was the year that I was like, fuck all y'all niggas. That was when I stopped going to church. Like now the religious person will say, oh yeah, exactly, you stopped going to church, that's right. And you still go to church and your life is the same. I don't hate on churches, because I've literally done shrooms and gone to church events. I ain't told you guys half of the things. Like, to be fair, now I don't know how many times I've done shrooms. I kind of say it like 1 or 2 times, but I'll mention a time if I'm talking to someone, but I don't keep track of time. It's just when I look at my phone, my iPad, if I'm making a video, but after a point I'm not gonna even talk about time. Like, we're kind of just gonna evolve from it together, because I want to watch these videos like 2 years down, and I want to talk to that version of me. I'm gonna change every 2 months. I need to be surrounded by people that embrace change. So if that means that you've got to start packing for a destination and you don't know where you're going, I've done it before and I'm gonna do it again, and that's cool, and that's true. Fuck all of this. So now I think, yeah, I combined a lot of my locks. You can't really tell, because when I started my locks, I wanted skinny locks. Like, this is exactly, wow, I didn't know I would look like this, but I wanted skinny locks and I got it. They're pretty long now, but now I've combined a few of them. Let's see if I can find one. Yeah, if you guys can see. So it's gonna start growing a lot thicker, so I'm gonna have like this nice tree. Maybe I'm just gonna let my hair grow for a bit and have like a black into green effect. yeah, let it grow real big. Like, I don't actually do much to my hair, add some oils and stuff, but it was almost like the earth just wanted me to relax. Like, I became such a minimalist. Yeah, it's really great. It's really nice. And I think I look great. And I just feel so one with nature. Done with the horse. Don't stay down, y'all. Don't stay down long. Don't stay down at all. Get up. Don't stay down, y'all. Don't stay down long. Don't stay down at all. Get up. It's all for you. If you get up. Out of depression, out of confusion, out of poverty. Get up. I ain't done with these horns. So guys, it's getting a little dark, so I'm gonna go home now. Not too dark though. There's still a lot of light. But yeah. I love these flowers. You know, my mama ate with these. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, she ate with these. That's why it felt like my birthday today. It's just every day now. I'm just on this vibration every day. And like, I love flowers. You know, I love the simple things. I love nature. I love nature so much. I love picnics in nature. I love smoking in nature, shrooms in nature. There's so many things you can do in nature. There's endless things. Like, you just gotta learn to love the outside, walk by walk, and then the outside starts feeling like your home. Yeah, it's not even an escape from reality anymore. It's a wake-up call. Like, this is the real city is here. And now Mother Nature's blessed my flowers, so I'm gonna take them home and look after them. I do love me some flowers. They just look so right. Like, I just think I need to have flowers all the time, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, she ate with these, but like, you could go into nature and make a bouquet. You know what I mean? I need to do that now that I've said that. I would be like, that's even more thought, because you buy this kind of already done, or if you do pick it, somebody like wraps it for you and shit. But if you go into nature and you make me a bouquet, oi. But doesn't matter, because this is beautiful. Look at that. When I was in Paris, this was in 2023 now, like beginning of 2023, I found this bouquet in this place called Clichy. It's right. I always find the places that are right outside the city. So I find this flower shop now. It was like 30 euros, which, you know, is between like 28 to 35 pounds or dollars. Like, just, you know, giving you a ration for your country and stuff. Because the coins, like, bro, everything is just shit, is all I'm saying. Everything is shit, currency-wise, everything is shit. The point is, I was in Paris, and I picked a bouquet. I think I picked two, though, at two separate occasions. I had one for when I was there, and then I got one for when I was leaving.
There's an ocean of pure, vibrant consciousness inside each one of us.
that those flowers lasted for ages, like almost 2 months. And yeah, I just realized I need to do that more often, like just get bouquets for myself and like be okay with being given bouquets, even from my mama. Because, you know, if you've been here for a while, you know, you might have that shit too. But yeah, we're just on, we are just on completely different timelines, me and my mom, like completely different timelines. And I'm okay with that now. It doesn't scare me. It actually fascinates me that you can live with people that are not in your reality. Like, this is my waking reality. But what is really my reality? Like, I just have to let the one that's in my head unfold, because both are as real as the other, and it's about understanding the duality of both and embracing everything that happens. Like, I can't spend my time in regret, and I won't. I choose not to, and I choose to embrace everything. And listen, y'all, like, I actually made a video maybe 3-4 months ago when I had blonde locks, and I was in nature saying how I want a healthy, fulfilling relationship. That is, I'm actually going to remember to link that one below, because I need to hear what I was saying then, and maybe we all do. I need to see how I was feeling then, because I might just listen to her and be like, listen, I feel what you're feeling. I want a fulfilling relationship too. So, oh, it's getting a bit dark, but that's just because there's loads of trees and everything is birthed in the dark. So don't fear for me. Don't fear for me now. I'm good. I've done this before. But that's why, even like, you know, it would be nice to be here with someone else, you know what I mean? That probably would feel safer, to be fair, but you have to do this shit alone, and then you meet people that will do the shit that you like doing alone with you, and you're doing it together, you know. And I'm good at doing my own thing in the presence of someone else. Like, sorry, oh, I'm good at it now. But yeah, I love you guys. I'm done. I want to listen to music now. I just wanted to wrap this up real quick. But yeah, I love y'all so much. And I need to go and see my son, Midnight, my lover, my baby case. I miss him. And I actually should go and get a cucumber. Because, yo, I had a cucumber salad yesterday. Woo! I just kept seeing it on TikTok and I had to make it. But I only added cayenne pepper, black pepper, and soy sauce. But there's so many things you can play with it. I wanted to add turmeric and shit, but to be fair, I didn't want to do too much because I like cucumbers as they are. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can eat fruits and vegetables as they are. You don't even need to add shit. But it was just fun to add the shit. I did it. It was good. I ate it too fast. And I was like, damn, I should have gotten 2. So I'm thinking about that. But apart from that, I'm going to enjoy this walk. I've got around 15 more minutes. So I'm going to listen to some Her. I'm going to sing to the trees. And I love this crunch though. You gotta love autumn. Winter isn't like, the cold is unnatural, which is why I'm embracing it while it lasts. You know, I need to document when I went out in the winter, because this ain't gonna be like this for much longer. I should be in a bikini all the time, really. Yeah, I should be in a bikini all the time with a long, like, transparent skirt. Like a long crocheted skirt. Wait on me now. Bye now. I love you.